Hey folks, Laducium here, and welcome back to some more Hearthstone arena play as a warrior. Let's jump right back in and see how we're doing. Any day. There we go, 3-1, not too shabby. And an interesting deck. I have 2 Spellbreakers in here, so some silence. I have 2 Twilight Drakes, 2 Arcanite Reapers, 2 Arathi Weaponsmiths, 2 Cleaves, 2 Battle Rages for card draw and execute. So early removal, not too many huge units. 1 Molten Giant, 1 Boulder Fist Ogre, and a Ventrico Mercenary are my biggest units. Stranglehorn Tiger has Stealth. The Booty Bay Bodyguard, of course, is a Taunt, and the Azure Drake there, and that's pretty much it. So, I mean, I don't have big units, but it seems to have worked so far. And let's see if we can keep this up. I'm going to hit play. We're going to jump in and see how the next match goes. Hopefully well. I just hope I don't get paired up against the Priest. I don't know why, but I hate playing against Priests between the Mind Control and the Shadow Words and the Holy Nova. They're just too good. Nope, Paladin. So I think I've already played a Paladin today and lost against them. So let's see if I can do better. This is not a bad draw. Early draw. I like keeping the Battle Rage simply because hopefully on turn 3 or 4 I can get some cards out of it. We'll see. If I can get 3 cards out of the Battle Rage, I feel that's successful. So no creatures. Say greetings and turn. I do have a Cleave to take care of whatever he summons, and my own Crocodile. So if he puts out nothing. He put out nothing. Okay. In that case, I am going to Crocolisk. Rather put out a creature than armor up. I think that's got more value because it gives me a little bit of board control. Good. Alright. That's fair. Well, what can I do? I could potentially do this, buff that up to 4, make this a 4/1, and hit him. That's doable. Or I can make this a +2. I can make this a 5/5 pretty easily. You know what? Let's see if this works out well for me. It's a bit of a gamble. Well, that sucks. Alright. Fair enough. Like I said, it was a bit of a gamble. Perfect time to use this.
Back to work.
Armor up and turn. I was hoping to get more than 1 hit out of it, but I guess it was bound to get removed sooner or later. And he puts out his Grizzly. Alrighty, what can I do against the Grizzly? Well, Cleave won't help me. Arcanite Reaper would be nice, but I don't have that. Spellbreak won't kill it. This will give my minion taunt, but that's not good enough. How do I remove it? I don't think I can remove it. Killing my creature against it doesn't seem worth it. Battle Rage will only give me 1 card. I think I'm going to put the Tiger out there and just end my turn. Keep that out there as potential future removal. If I pull the Spellbreaker out there, I can get 2 damage in, and then he'll kill the Spellbreaker, and that's not worth it. Can't target the Tiger. So what's she gonna do? Obviously he's got something like Humility or something that targets a creature directly, but he can't target the Tiger, so it's not gonna help him.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
Put that out there. It's got Divine Shield, and he's going to hit the That thing. Alright. And he plays a secret. This is not a bad opportunity to cleave and use the tiger. I could execute if I wanted to, but I'm thinking cleave. That'll kill the bear, get rid of his shield. I use the tiger to kill the unit with the shield, and then potentially I could battle rage.
I wonder.
I could Sun Fury Protector, or I could execute the thing if I wanted to, but that's not worth it. No, I'm gonna cleave. I'm gonna use the tiger to. Do I use the tiger to hit him directly? Yeah. And let's battle rage. I might not get a better chance, so might as well get a couple of cards out, and let's put this out there for additional potential card draw. Good. Reduce its health to 1. Alright, perfect. Perfect use of that, didn't do anything. Fantastic. Holy Wrath. Kills the tiger, but that's okay. And he's got nothing, so I'm going to put my taunt out there. I'm going to put this guy out there. And now I can hit him for slightly more damage. And let's see how this goes. I do have a bit of a health advantage, but he definitely has a card advantage over me, which I do not like. At least the Loot Hoarder should give me another card when it dies, unless it gets silenced. I'm hoping it does not get silenced.
Justice.
Annoying, but I can deal with it. Somehow. Arathi Weaponsmith will not help me. So how do I want to deal with it? Well, I'm thinking putting the Arathi Weaponsmith out there anyways. Weapon. Then I can't hit him for this turn. Unfortunately, I can't hit him and live. I could hit him with a Loot Hoarder and then execute him, which is not a terrible plan. Get a card that way. But I'm thinking he'll have to go through this. And because I have that execute in there, if he has Blessing of Kings, I could remove it. So I'm thinking of doing this. Shielding up. And yes, I know just hitting him down is not necessarily the best play, but I'm going to try it this way, take the opportunity. So if he goes through the Senjin, I can always execute. If he Blessings of Kings, I can execute. Hammer of Wrath, okay. Gets a card. Use 4 mana.
Not on my watch.
Divine Shield. That sucks.
Not on
Another Divine Shield. That sucks. So maybe the smart move would have been to actually get rid of it. So let's do this. Let's put this guy out there.
Me and Mr. Bitey.
Let's throw out... Actually,
Your magic shall not save you.
get rid of the Divine Shield. Hit him with the Loot Hoarder. Molten Giant and execute. And hit this. That might have been overkill. He's got a lot of cards, unfortunately. And I think I played that wrong. I think I used too many cards to get rid of that thing. But still got 3 cards on the table, so unless he has a Consecrate, I'm in decent hands. I can't put the Molten Giant out there for a little while, but I can Sun Fury Protector.
That's me and Mr. Bitey.
If I need to.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
He's got Divine Shield, which is always annoying. Another Cleave would be nice. Nope. But I get a Taunt, so not too bad.
Get behind me.
Let's put this out there. Do I want to put this out there and give these guys taunt? Not really.
Die, mage.
Yes.
Shields up.
Job's done.
Yes, he'll have to go through. He can have his pick, but he will have to go through all of these units, and gives me a little bit more damage on the table. Light's Justice, okay. It's a weapon. Hit that for 2. Arcanine Reaper on the next turn would be really useful. Get rid of that, pops the Divine Shield. Tiger, and what do you have for 3 mana?
Let the pain
Acolyte of Pain, okay.
me.
Well, I think this is GG.
Well
Die,
played.
mage.
I got this.
So that was kind of a dicey game. I don't think I played it as well as I could have. Obstrosity. Obstrosity? Obstrosity. Alright. The Paladin. But I did win. I think I could have played that slightly better. Alrighty, 4-1. Let's keep going and see how we do. This is a very odd mana curve. I have a ton of 2-cost cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 2-cost cards. So fully a third of my cards are 2 mana. Very few 3. Decent amount of 4 and 5, and very few high-cost cards. So again, very odd mana curve here. Seems to work somewhat. I have to make sure to, this is different from my usual play style of, taking a long time playing defensively. I kind of have to brush folks down a little bit at least, because my cards are so low level that they're removed fairly easily. So I have to make sure to do as much removal of my own and take advantage of that. Luckily, I haven't had anybody pull an ooze on me. Acidic ooze, so the few times I have gotten my weapons. And we're playing Rogosh the Paladin. So another Paladin. I think this is the 3rd Paladin I've played. Played very few Warlocks. I'm going to get rid of these 2 and keep the Cleave. Alright, Loot Hoarder's good turn 2 or turn 3. Yeah, I haven't seen too many Warlocks in Arena. I think very few people choose Warlock whenever it comes up. Lots of priests. Apparently lots of paladins. Usually mages are a pretty popular one. I like to play a warlock. See how well I do. Alright. Not too shabby. Got a turn 2. Got a turn 3. Potential turn 3 with the Frothing Berserker. Turn 4. Cleave if I need to. So he's still got the coin, and trying to figure out what he wants to do. He can coin into a trooper, or he can pass the turn, or he can play something for 1 mana if he has something to play. Come on. Or he can just take his sweet-ass time. Alright, so he decided to take his sweet-ass time. Perfect opportunity to play the Loot Hoarder. I can get some damage in, hopefully. And if he kills it, I will simply get a card. So, worst case scenario, I get a card out of it. Best case scenario, I'm able to do some damage to him. Next turn, I'll probably play the Frothing Berserker, unless he plays 2 cards, in which case I will cleave. So turn 3, Frothing Berserker. Turn 4, probably Draggling Mechanic, unless there's something worth silencing. Or I can cleave something and armor up, which will buff up my Frothing Berserker. I like the Frothing Berserker. I actually like this I would say more than the ghoul, because the ghoul is a 2/3, so this has got slightly more health, and it takes it gets buffed whenever a minion is damaged. So this is not just whenever a minion is killed, which in my opinion is better. All right, I could raid leader, won't help. I'm thinking frothing berserker. Of course, he could turn 4. Yeah, let's do this. Let's frothing berserker, and let's take that out so he doesn't coin into a blessing of kings. That would be horrible. So now I have a 4/4 on the field, and yes, I could have done 2 damage to him, but I'd rather take the 4/4. But he's gonna coin into something. 4/4 mana. What's he coining into? True Silver Champion. Nice play. All right. Alright, Rampage does me no good. Whatever creatures I put out there will die. So, Drangling Mechanic is actually not a terrible play in this case, because he'll have to use the Reaper on those, or I could play it safe and just wait, armor up, and see what he plays, which is also not terrible. What do I have on turn 5 in that case? In turn 5, I have a Cleave, Cruel Taskmaster, and potential removal, Rampage. See, if I do Drangling Mechanic, I know my Drangling Mechanic will die, but I can't wait for an ooze. I can't hope to get an ooze, so I think I have to play it. And just take the chance that he will kill it with the Arcanine Reaper.
Locked and loaded.
Execute, okay. So not much I can do. This will die as soon as I put out there. This will die and I have nothing to hit. Silence. So unfortunately I really don't have anything to play. So I'm going to have to pass my turn. If he decides to Blessing of Kings, then I Cruel Taskmaster and execute, or I silence. In fact, the Yeti might be worth Cruel Taskmaster and execute, or even better, Cleave and execute would kill the Yeti. Or I could play the Booty Bay Bodyguard and see what happens, which might not be terrible. Yeah, let's play the Booty Bay Bodyguard and see how he decides to remove it.
Get behind me.
If he wants to use the Yeti to remove it, that's fine. If he has another way to remove it, then I always have my Cleave and execute. Okay, so that's not going to help you remove it. That will. Alright, well, at least he uses the Divine Shield on it. Okay, now let's see if this works. Cleave. Hopefully, nope. Did not hit the ones I wanted. Well, I can make sure I execute the right one. Alright, do that, hit that. It's a lot of removal, but it will clear the board. Hit that, execute it. Cleave again. So I used a lot of removal, I did clear the board. Unfortunately, I don't have any good follow-up to these creatures, and he's got a good amount of cards in his hand. Another True Silver Champion. It's annoying, and an Imp Master, which is also very annoying. Considering I don't have any real AoE. I don't have a Whirlwind or anything to actually balance things out with. Which makes things very, very frustrating for me. Stranglethorn Tiger is not a bad play. I could Tiger and Raid Leader, which will get killed. I could put this out there and silence that, which is not a bad play. Stop it from making minions. And let's armor up. And let's end the turn. So he'll probably hit that with the Arcanine Reaper, which will at least damage him.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
It's annoying. Alright, so let's put this out there.
Try this.
Get a weapon. And I'll put the tiger out there so that on the following turn I could at least remove the knight. And let's start hitting some of these guys so that they're not hitting me. If they're going to hit me directly, I might as well hit them. So.
I dream.
Well, that sucks. Now I really wish I had that silence. Because those dream cards are amazing. Well, I guess I have to put the Ventricle Mercenary out there. I should have played the... that was dumb. Should have played the Raid Leader first. Let's armor up. I could have played the Raid Leader. Oh, that was stupid of me. Let's remove that directly. Take the damage. Let's hit Ysera. And let's buff this up.
Job's done.
So at least it's not easily removed. And hopefully I can remove Ysera on the following turn, unless he's got some really good cards out of it. Well, that sucks. At least it goes back to being a 5/4. So at least I get kind of a heal out of it.
I wonder. You call that a weapon?
Is there trouble?
Well, I think I know what I have to do. Let's put that out there. I can't remove Ysera, unfortunately, so let's play that. I can put a taunt out there, which is not a terrible idea. Cannot remove Ysera. I can remove this and live. End turn.
Is there trouble? Just me and Mr. Bitey.
That doesn't me absolutely no good. I think I'm gonna be dead. This turn. Yeah. Unfortunately, I think I am dead. In fact, I know I am dead. That Ysera saved him. That's for sure. But that's the luck of the draw. I don't like giving him a well played because it was all Ysera. If it wasn't for Ysera, I think I would have been able to gain board control and keep a decent board, but it happens. Alright, 4 and 2. Let's keep playing. And see how the rest of the games go. Still doing better than my Shaman play and my Hunter play, so not too bad there. With a really weird deck, I think, with a really weird draw.
Garrosh versus Malfurion. I must protect the wild. Victory or death!
This is an odd thing. I'm gonna send this Senjin back. even though it's a good card. I'm keeping the Drake simply because I will have lots of cards to play it on turn 4. He summons a gnome. I will have to... I'm gonna pass my turn because I want to keep the coin for the Drake. So I'll take a little bit of damage. Next turn I play the Loot Hoarder.
Mind if I roll me?
Another Drake, alright. I'm going to armor up this turn, so I am going to take some damage. Actually, probably could have waited to see what card I get, but... because I guess I could have played the Ascension, but now I have 2 Drakes and a ton of cards. Plays his own, and I'm going to take 2 damage. Not horrible. Not ideal, of course. Alright. So here comes my 4 mana cards. 1 Drake. 4/9. Let's see how you remove it. 2 Drake on the following turn. If he has Silence, that'll be my worst enemy, of course. Organ and Ooze. Okay, good. Glad he played the Ooze now. And then later. And he's choosing to beat me down instead of taking care of the Drake, which is fine. Alright. In fact, I'm going to play my own Taunt. I'm thinking and start hitting him directly. And I'm going to wait. I could coin into a Rampage, but I'm going to wait until the following turn. And if I need to, I can then coin into a Rampage as needed. Or on the following turn, I could Booty Bay Bodyguard. So lots of cards, lots of possibilities. The Molten Giant suddenly became playable. So he's going to choose to damage that himself, buff it up. Yes, it has Wind Fury, but it's still not enough to kill my Taunt. Oh, that's annoying. That's going to be enough to get rid of the Taunt. And he's going to be able to hit me for a lot, in fact, which sucks. If I survive this, which I might not actually. Wow, it's good play. Well, that sucked. Did not expect that. So that was a good play on his part. Is Zarento the Druid. That was very fast. So that's it for my Warrior Let's Play. Went 4 games and 3. What did I get? 15 dust. A deck, more dust, 35 gold, and 15 dust. I don't want dust. So I only got 35 gold for that, which sucks. Let's take a look at the pack, see what I got there. So 1 rare. I got another light spawn at least. Golden Argent Squire, which I don't really care for. What's the rare? Violet Teacher. That could be useful, actually. I could incorporate that into a number of decks. And I'm really happy for the light spawn. I like that as a priest. Alrighty, so I'm going to put a break right here. Thanks for joining, folks. My name is Leducium. If you enjoy these Let's Plays, please leave a like, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.